always think it's neat when the person who plans everything gets surprised. Don't you love that? Kudos to the staff for keeping that a secret. All right, before I bring up our final speaker for closing comments, I just want to say it's been a real honor to be your MC tonight. I was, of course, aware of FHP, but I've learned so much more about the mission. And, you know, as we said earlier, the charge, the call to action for all of you here, we've been preaching to the choir all night about how great FHP is. Your charge is to grow the choir, to expand the choir, to go out and tell everyone about the great work that is happening so that the next time they have this gala, we are opening up that back wall and having more tables and more people here. So I'll just leave you with one more statistic. We've talked a lot about numbers tonight. At United Way Suncoast, we talk all the time about ALICE families. ALICE is an acronym. Those are families who are living paycheck to paycheck. When we talk about the need in Hillsborough County, you should know two things. One, 45% of families in Hillsborough County are living paycheck to paycheck, are considered ALICE. That's 2 out of every 5 households. And secondly, to just meet the minimum needs, a family of 4 with a toddler and an infant needs to annually make $88,000 a year. 88, and our estimates are low. So again, spread the word that the need is real. What do we say? The struggle is real. And if you can do that, I think we can grow the choir, and this will no longer be the best kept secret in affordable housing. All right, with that said, I want to bring forward for closing comments the board treasurer for Florida Home Partnership, Walter Walker Jr. Come on forward, Walter.
Good evening. I will endeavor to be brief. Those of you that know me know how challenging that can be. Mike has already charged me with not going on as my usual self, so I'll make an effort to do just that. I want to say that it has been a pleasure. I sit on the board. I intend to be there for at least another couple of years until they kick me off, but I enjoy my position there as that we give direction to FHP. My personal background is over 20 years in affordable housing. So I have a little bit of knowledge to bring to the table, but not a great deal. I'm still learning. So it is important that as a group of people in the audience, those of you employees and the rest of us involved, that we remain focused. And that's the word I want you to think about as I go into my remarks. Focused. There's a reason I use that word, and it is an acronym. For me, it's an acronym. And we start with the idea of fixing on a goal or objective. And I dare say from what we know of Dorothy Duke, she fixed on a goal and an objective. She wanted very much to improve affordable housing in Hillsborough County, and that was what she successfully did. So as each of you in your respective roles fix on an objective to help foster more affordable housing in our community. Yes, we need it. I understand that, and I think you all as well. So as we can move forward in that direction, that's the first thing I want you to do. Think about how you can be fixed on an objective. The objective is to help increase affordable housing in Hillsborough County. Now that also means you gotta be a little bit flexible, because as we go through this process, it is not possible to always go in a straight line. Sometimes we have to zig and zag and move and this and that, and that's okay. But that's all part of the process as we move in the direction of more affordable housing. Organize. It is important that as an organization, and I don't like to use words consecutively in the same fashion, but in this instance, it's necessary. The organization itself gets the job done. We've heard from the staff I've met the staff. I know many of you have as well. You know who they are. They're hardworking, dedicated people. And we need to give them the support that is possible to help them achieve their objective. So I ask you all, in your efforts, to help them do what they do best. Give them the resources that are required to ensure that there's more success in the future. Organize, get things moving, and move things in the direction in Wimauma and around all the areas in South Shore of Hillsborough County. Next, challenge yourself. You got to face the challenges as they come. Each one is going to be unique and different. But there's nothing that can't be overcome with proper organization, without proper faith in the mission and in how you achieve. I think it is important that we have those things in great abundance. So challenge yourself. All of you, I challenge myself daily to do things that I have to do to get stuff done around the house. My wife challenges me on a regular basis. Now, we've been married 50 years. I'm telling you, it's a challenge sometimes. But she knows what I have to do to get things done, and she makes me get up out of bed each day and go get things taken care of. Challenges are what motivate us to accomplish. If we don't have challenges, we take life just comes along as it comes along. And that's just not good enough. Have to be able to go out and do, get busy, put forth the effort. Do not stand in place and hope that things will change. Nothing changes until you do. So we take one step at a time and move this process along. Challenge yourself. The next thing you're going to do is utilize skills. You may not have all the skills you need. Well, then go learn some. When I was in the military, when I would go from one base to another, the first thing I would say to my shop supervisor, you got a school going on somewhere? I don't care if it's on how to wash trash cans. You put my name on the list and send me to that school. I knew that the more certifications I walked away from the military, the more opportunities would open up for doors. And true enough, never used but one of them. Not one, but the one I used, the one I learned, the one that's moved me down the path, moving from one place to another, is the one that I use today. Before you stands the shyest, most withdrawn, introverted human you're ever going to run across. Nobody believes that. And I don't see you all accepting that as fact either, but it's true. Mike knows it. He doesn't like to admit that he knows it, but he knows it. But the military taught me how to come out of my shell. I utilized my skills. I learned how to speak in front of audiences, something that used to terrify me. But now, I've spoken before small groups and large groups. I've taught homeownership classes, foreclosure prevention classes. I've done all kinds of things in public speaking. But I learned that. I utilized the skill I learned. So each of you utilize your skills. You have more than you realize. All you got to do is reach down deep and find some. Study. Don't be afraid to learn. Each of you in your own way has something yet to learn. Make it a point to pick up new information every chance you get. Never stop learning. Each day should be an opportunity for you to learn something new and take home something you did not know. And make it a point to find something that you can say, I learned this today that is helpful and usable. That's going to help me utilize my skills. That will help me as I challenge myself to improve. That will help me as I organize my abilities and the abilities of others to get the job done. That will help me to fix on the goal, whatever that may be, to achieve. Next, expect to succeed. Don't expect to fail. I listened to homeowners who told me, there's no way I'm going to buy a house. Guess what? They got a house. Because I wouldn't let them fail. Now, granted, I can't stop them. But I had faith in them when they did not have faith in themselves. You all, the staff of FHP, your faith in one another and the faith in the people you serve is what helps them. Am I not correct, Ms. Natasha? the faith, guys. You got to have it. If it's not present, it ain't happening. So bring forth your abilities as they exist to help achieve the goals of the organization. And lastly, demand of yourself nothing less than absolute. Okay? No half-stepping. No cutting corners. No giving up halfway through the process. Your job is to do. As Yoda said, that great philosopher, we ain't trying, we doing. So you have to get on with it, guys. Your opportunity is there. You are focused on the objective each day of helping new homeowners become new homeowners. Helping them to achieve their goal is achieving your own. So you've heard that old adage, a rising tide lifts all boats. Let's lift a couple of boats. Let's get some floating going on out there. So all of this stuff is for good reason, that we could all go home and say, I'm tired. But I worked hard, I got the job done, and I'm satisfied with myself for having done so. So on behalf of the Board of Directors of Florida Home Partnership, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and my goodness, 30 years has gone by so quickly. Let's see it happen in another 30. I want to be able to come back and stand up and say, hi, y'all. We here again. Good night.
Last call for silent auction. And don't forget your programs and the report so you can take that information and spread the news about FHP. Okay, last call for silent auction. No one go out this way. Everybody go out this way. Okay, we got it? Okay, that's it. Good night, and that's all I'm saying. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.